the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Sophia Yvette.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of in-home care? Well, the right company may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing our good neighbor, Laura Smithen with ComForCare HomeCare. Laura, it is lovely having you on today. Now, we are so excited to learn more about you and your business. So go ahead and tell our listeners just a little bit more about what you do.
Thank you so much. Nice to be here. We provide in-home personal care. So that means anything that a family member would do to help a loved one, maybe after surgery or as they're aging. So cooking, cleaning, bathing, toileting, nothing that is, we are licensed by the state, but we don't do skilled services. So it's not a nurse per se, but they do a lot of the things that nurses might do, but no injections or prescriptions. And we do all the things that a family would do, like cooking and cleaning, that a professional nurse would not do. So we kind of are in that in between.
Wonderful. Now, Laura, diving a little bit more into your story, where was your passion for this type of business born?
Well, when during the pandemic, my father had a stroke, and he's in the Austin area. And I was working here and couldn't be there for him, and realized how important it was to have a resource to go to make sure that he was taken care of, to know that they were qualified, that they were insured, that they were communicating well, that they, had a whole system and not just simply having the neighbor go over and check on him. So, my boyfriend at the time, he's now my partner and husband, he was just getting started into this business. And so it all came together, and I realized how important it is and how many people need this service, and how many there are like me that are in the sandwich generation dealing with growing adult children and aging parents that both need help in their own ways.
Oh, yeah, most certainly. Now, diving into some of those misconceptions that you face on the day-to-day, which one would you like to put to rest today for our listeners?
Well, I guess the first is probably people think that they're a nurse. Nurses are very valuable these days. And generally what people need for home care is help with the things like toileting, bathing, making sure that if they're bedridden, that they're properly in the bed, but they don't need a nurse. If they do need a nurse, the nurse will come through with home health, and that is typically paid for by Medicare, and they'll come in periodically, but they don't need to be tending to them for a long term. That's what our people do. And so it's increasing quality of life, making sure that they're, keeping them mentally stimulated, doing their exercises, keeping them strong, making the most out of life, as opposed to being in a nursing home where they're withering away and just, not enjoying life.
Yes, I love that nurturing aspect to what you provide. Now we're going to go ahead and switch gears here. Marketing really is the heart of every business. So ideally, who is your target audience and how are you reaching them today?
That's a good question, and we're always trying to figure that out. We've been in business since 2019, and we started in the Dallas area, in East Dallas, and now we're in Park Cities and Preston Hollow, and just have recently moved into Collin County. So as everyone knows, it's a huge area, and it is hard to reach the target demographic. So we're doing a lot of different things. We're partnering with other professionals like doctors and elder services that go into the home, and we are connecting with them to find those people who specifically need our resources. We also do a lot of work with the Alzheimer's Association. We have a program called Dementia Wise that is certified by the Alzheimer's Association, and it is an education program for dementia, and then also Parkinson's. A lot of people don't realize how much the rate of Parkinson's diagnosis are going up. It's really scary, and it's a really complicated disease, and caregivers need to know a whole set of different things. It's different concerns there. So we're specialized in that, and we're getting involved in those communities specifically.
Wow, that's wonderful what you're doing here. What about outside of work? What do you and your husband like to do for fun?
Well, to be brutally honest, we really enjoy just going to restaurants and meeting people. We just like to be out and about, and we enjoy people and meeting new people. Recently, we've had a good time. We went down to Texas Live, which I hadn't been there before, and we just talked to all the different people from the different countries and had so much fun hearing their points of view and what they thought of the DFW area and that kind of thing. So we really just enjoy people.
Wow, that is wonderful. Now, focusing back on your business, what is the greatest takeaway you would like our listeners to gather from learning today about ComForCare Home Care?
Well, I think that the main thing is I think I may have already said it. There's so many nuances into the aging. There's no cookie cutter. There's no, if someone's diagnosed with dementia, it means this. If somebody has had a fall, it means this. It's very complicated, and every situation is a little bit different. So we really need to band together and find those resources and those experts in each little subject as you need them. And so that's what we're hoping to provide as answers for aging, one place to come up with answers for DFW. So we're not really into talking about our feelings, but we'll find the resources where there is a place for that. We really want to get to the answers and make life better.
And what is the first step towards finding this care?
You can find us online. We are CFC, stands for ComForCare, -homecare.com. Or you can look us up. We're ComForCare Dallas and Collin County. And we have partners all that cover the entire DFW area. We cover probably the most of it, and we're one of the older agencies, but we have wonderful partners that cover the other areas. So glad to connect you with them if we're not the right spot for you.
Well, Laura, I really appreciate you being on the show today. We wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfrisco.com. That's gnpfrisco.com. Or call 469-221-9345.